So how did I become a medical interpreter? Hi everyone, welcome to Interpreting Simplified. Bienvenidos a mi canal. My name is Jeanette, for those of you that don't know me. So I said, no, I want to make sure I finish the course so that I'm really prepared and so that I'm going to pass this test because I want to become a certified interpreter. Finished the course, studied, practiced, did everything I had to do, took the written exam for that one, passed it, no problem. So I was ready to take the oral exam. Now the legal interpreting state test consists of 4 parts: consecutive, simultaneous, side translation from English to Spanish, and side translation from Spanish to English. You have to pass all 4 parts with at least a 70, otherwise none of it counts. So, okay, my friend and I signed up for the test. We scheduled it on the same day. We prayed, spent the day at the place getting ready, and I took the test. You have to wait about 3 months to get the results for that one. And when I got the results, it was not pretty. I was so upset. I passed 3 of the sections with above 80 scores, and then one of the sections I got a 69%. I was so upset. I could not believe what I was reading. It was unreal. Like, it didn't make any sense to me. How can I score so well on 3 sections and miss this one by 1%? It was very discouraging and upsetting. So I called my friend and I shared my score with her. I was crying, I was angry, and then she was like, you should appeal it. Appeal it because this doesn't make any sense. Maybe, they made a mistake. And I ended up having like this sense of peace that I know now was God just helping me calm down because he had a different plan for me. So I was like, no, I'm not going to appeal it. I'm going to leave it alone. And I really felt that God was telling me, okay, it's not that you can't do it. It's that you're not going to do it right now. Because I felt like I know what I'm doing if I got 3 sections right and then the one just by 1%. So I felt, okay, Lord, I'm going to wait. I'm going to be patient. And so I decided, okay, I'll just take it again. So while I'm studying to make sure that I don't even miss it by 1%, my friend tells me that this pediatrics clinic was hiring a medical interpreter. And I said, well, I'm not a medical interpreter. And she said, well, you're an interpreter, right? So all you have to do is learn the terminology, because the technique we've already learned, and I had my certificate from Cal State LA. So, and then I thought, okay, well, maybe if I do this now, it'll give me hands-on experience and practice, so it'll help me pass the state test for legal interpreting. Sure. Applied for the job, got the job. It was an eye-opener. Like, it was such a great experience. Like, actually being on the ground, putting what I had learned into practice was just such a great feeling. And I was doing it to help families who were struggling, who were going through difficulties, like moms who wanted to understand their children's diagnoses, who wanted to be able to communicate with the pediatricians about what was going on with their child. And then I find out that there is certified medical interpreting. I was like, what? Really quickly, I took the state test for legal interpreting 3 times, paid each time, and I didn't pass. And it was, the last time, by the time I took it the 3rd time, I was like, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. I'm not going to stress about it. Because now I knew that I could be a medical interpreter. So I decided to look into that and find out what I needed to do to get certified. And then I find out that certification is national. So I can be a medical interpreter here. I can be a medical interpreter in New York, in North Carolina, in, I don't know, Wisconsin, Oregon. That was really cool. So I decided to look into it. Because I had friends and I knew people, it wasn't as mysterious as it originally was to find out information about getting certification for interpreting. But it was still a bit of a struggle because I needed to find out like where I was going to get the certification, what the requirements were. And when I'm looking at the website for NBCMI, because that's where I got certified, I didn't even know CCHI existed. I didn't know that there were two. So that's why I went with NBCMI, honestly. And then I was looking through their website and it was like, okay, well, which 40-hour course should I take? Or how do I find this 40-hour course? And it was very scary because I felt like I'm doing this on my own and I hope I'm doing it right, because I want to get certified. So I was able to take the proficiency, go through the 40-hour course, submit all my paperwork, pay all the fees, take the written test, passed it. And then I took the oral test and I passed it, like on the first try. And to me, that was confirmation that this is where God wanted me to be. Like, this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be a medical interpreter, not a court interpreter. And I have no regrets. Like, from day one, like I remember the first encounter where I went to interpret for a pediatrician, and this mom who came in with her daughter who had received a really hard diagnosis. Being a part of that just made me feel like I was making a difference. And I still get emotional when I think about it. But it was definitely a confirmation that this is my calling. And I've been doing it now for a total of about 9 years, in the pediatric setting. And I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. And this is why I bring information to help those who want to become a medical interpreter, so that it's not such a struggle. The information is there, and sometimes it's kind of hard to sift through it. So that's why I'm here, helping you sift through it so that you don't get discouraged, so that you don't feel like, oh, this is too hard, I'm not going to do it. Because it really is worth it. It's totally worth it. And I am so grateful that I get to do this, that I get to share this information with others, that I work with an amazing group of colleagues where I work, and that what I do makes a little difference in people's lives. And I think that everything that I've gone through to get here has been a part of the learning process, has been what has kept me excited about what I do, what has kept me motivated to continue doing what I do, and what has encouraged me to believe in myself enough to be able to share what little I know with all of you. So I hope that my story, and I'm not even going to tell you my age, because this started later in life, okay? I didn't start this in my 20s. So age has nothing to do with it. If you have a passion, pursue it. Even if it's not this, look for it, follow it, and it will happen. If you'd like to see more videos or like to get more information, go to my website. The link is in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free. And remember, if I can do this, anybody can do this. See you next time.